First this evening, less than 90 minutes after the full-time whistle sounded at Craven Cottage, Aston Villa have sacked Steven Gerrard. Villa lost the game 3-0 and also had Douglas Luiz sent off. Gerrard leaves Villa after just under a year in charge, with the club just outside the bottom three, but only on goals scored. Villa confirmed the news in a 41-word statement. They said Aston Villa Football Club can confirm that head coach Steven Gerrard has left the club with immediate effect. A club spokesman said, "We would like to thank Steven for his hard work and commitment and wish him well for the future." Well, Gerrard's departure came after Villa lost 3-0 at Fulham. They were 1-0 down at half-time after a strike from Harrison Reed on the edge of the area. Douglas Luiz was then sent off after a head-to-head confrontation with Alexander Mitrovic. Mitrovic then scored a penalty to make it 2-0 before Tyrone Mings scored an own goal. This is what Gerrard had to say after the game, but before he was sacked.
Football's in my DNA, and quitting certainly not. So we'll see what happens moving forward. The performance tonight was miles away from what I wanted, what I expected, what I stand for. I can feel the fans' frustration. It was so far away from how we looked at the weekend, and we're in this situation, and you know, I'm in this situation to face the tough questions, because the reality is it's not good enough for this club. I understand the situation, and I'm in here out of respect to be as honest as I can. And I'm here to talk about the performance. First half, we were second best. If it wasn't for the goalkeeper, it could have been a lot worse at half-time. We made Fulham look like a really good team tonight, which is disappointing, because I wanted to pick a team to build on the weekend, but we never got that. I tried to get in amongst them and be as honest as I could at half-time for the reaction. I could feel it coming, and then we get a silly sending off. And the challenge becomes even more difficult from that moment. The mountain gets higher to climb. I've been sending messages to the fans for the last few weeks, because I certainly share their frustrations and their pain, and I'm someone who's honest. I know that they're not enjoying it at the moment. I'm certainly not. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but you know and I know I'm in a very difficult position right now.
Well, reaction just starting to reach us after this news broke, well, really in the last 10 minutes or so. Brendan Rodgers, the Leicester boss, managed Steven Gerrard while he was a player of his at Liverpool. He's given his reaction after Leicester beat Leeds 2-0 at the King Power Stadium this evening.
Bitterly disappointed for Steven, of course, because he'd done a fantastic job up at Rangers. He got the opportunity to come into the Premier League, and of course, obviously their ambitions there are to be, I assume, up in European football. But it just seems the way of it now that every day a manager's losing his job or under threat to lose their job, and I think stability and patience seems just to be running out now in football. So I'm really, really disappointed for him, because I believed in time, and with that patience, he could have got them to where he wanted them to be and where the club wanted them to go. So I'm bitterly disappointed for him.
Well, for whoever comes in at this point, whether a caretaker role or immediate appointment and replacement for Steven Gerrard, it doesn't get any easier for them. Their next 6 league games, it's Brentford, and remember, Ivan Toney at the weekend. Then it's Newcastle, followed by a home game against Manchester United, and then a trip to Brighton live on Sky Sports. Then, of course, there is a break for the World Cup. When they come back, wow, what a couple of fixtures for Aston Villa. They're at home to Liverpool on Boxing Day and away to Tottenham on New Year's Eve.